You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts.
All right, Black and White Sports supporters. Well, finally, something to talk about, something to record anything about. News has been slow the last 36 hours or so. There was nothing yesterday. Got a couple of things today. Number one, there will be another follow-up video, I would assume pretty soon today, because the WNBA evidently has submitted another counter proposal back to the players. No details yet. No details yet. As soon as I got details, if it's significant enough, I will make a video and let you guys know. The other thing we got here, and this is kind of interesting, Kelsey Plum talking about a potential strike in what sounds like to me a pretty clear message that, at least far as she's concerned, now that the players have gotten a little tasty taste of revenue sharing money, which we found out in the last week, they got themselves a bonus because the net revenue share kicked in. Now that they got a taste of that, they don't want to lose the season because they're losing money. So now they know what that looks like, even in net revenue, and it's like, hold up, maybe we don't want to strike. So, this is Clutch Points. WNBA continues to try to come to an agreement on labor negotiations as it's still uncertain about the upcoming season. There's been optimism surrounding some of the players as they think a deal will get done, while some believe the longer that goes, the higher the chance that there will be a lockout. Well, it would be a strike from the players' side. It would be a lockout from the owner's side. All right, owners could get fed up and be like, we're just going to put locks on the door. It'd be like that video from Hard Knocks of the New York Jets where the guy has gotten cut and he tries to get back into the facility, but he's swiping his card. And it's nothing's happening. Nothing's happening. Hey, we're trying to get in there to shoot some baskets. No, you can't get in there. You've been locked out. That's what that would look like. Kelsey Plum was the latest player to speak out about the negotiations. She's in the middle of it all as the WNBA first vice president. That would be the WNBA VP, right? Players Committee. Quote, I want to play, and the players want to play. Obviously, we're going to continue to negotiate and do everything we possibly can, get done in a timely fashion. But obviously, a strike would be the worst thing for both sides. It's good to hear that. That at least she realizes that it really, that's like a nuclear option. Kelsey Plum also noted, because we're in a revenue share system, so no revenue to share. That's shockingly one of the more common sense things we've heard out of the players at this point. There's a little more, and I'll get to it in a second. The latest news surrounding negotiations was a tense meeting between the players last week as we're trying to find the best way to move forward. Quote, one of the causes of disagreements between the players, according to multiple sources, is an approach to a potential strike. Players authorized a potential strike in a near unanimous vote in mid-December, but some players have changed their minds since. So, that brings us over to Alexa Philippou, right? Here we go. Kelsey Plum, the first VP of the WNBPA. I want to play. Players want to play. Obviously, we're going to continue to negotiate, do everything we possibly can in a timely fashion, but obviously a strike would be the worst thing. So, there's more. Kelsey Plum said achieving a revenue-sharing system is something the players fought really hard for, and it is a significant win now that they got a little tasty taste. Even if the players agree to a net share system, Plum says the goal could be to continue to negotiate the expense credits the league gets. Interesting. It sounds to me like I think they're getting very close to taking a deal, is what this is starting to sound like to me. Or the players are starting to realize that hey, it sounds to me like the players, she's sort of making a comment like they need to get away from the revenue sharing aspect and work on other parts of the CBA that they feel like they might be able to pull some wins off on, right? But now they got that, and look, that was smart. I said when the owners gave that bonus and that money came out, it was smart because now the players know what that looks like, all right? And they know what that looks like and what that extra money looks like. And they can see it, right? And they can see it in their bank accounts. All that kind of thing matters. It's part of playing the game for the owners. It was smart. It was smart. But you're hearing right here, other expense details. In other words, let's start talking about something, because Breonna Stewart just come out 2 days ago and said, the revenue sharing issue is the sticking point right now. And I think a lot of us believe there's really a split between the old guard of the WNBA, the twilight players, and the younger players that still have time to make significant money over the next 5 to 10 to 12 years. But the ones that only got a year or two left, they're panicking because they want to get paid. And I said they in part, and I think this is out of animosity, don't care if the league gets tanked. What do they care? They're not going to be around to play anymore. Nika Agumike's already decided to go play in Project B and make $2 million. So if she tanks the league, she's like, okay, it is what it is. But the players that know they got 5 years left, 8 years left, 10 years left, they ain't looking at it this way. And they're probably starting to view the next CBA. And I would guess, even though we've seen estimates of the CBA going all the way out to like 2031, there will probably be an opt-out in there that's sooner than that. So they can go back to the drawing board again after they've established the last couple of years isn't just outliers. And that's what the owners are worried about. That we're seeing the ratings, we're seeing attendance, we're seeing all this money, but is it going to last? Or are people going to get fed up and go back away and we're right back in the hole we were in? Tell me what you think. Peace. I'm out. Till next time.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.